Cedars about 14 years ago. I remember the trip over here, the kids in the car, the kids were very nervous. I remember them opening up their chumashim because they knew they were going to get a faher. We met Rabbi Bender, and he immediately told them, why do you have your chumashim? Close your chumashim. What grade are you in? What team do you like? He spoke to them, and we had planned to go visit. That was our first stop. We had planned to visit 2 or 3 other yeshivas, and we walked out of there and the kids said, this is the yeshiva that we're going to.
The faher is not so important, it really isn't. The faher, the kid's coming in, we know already where he's coming from. We want to see a geshmaka, a nice child. And Kanahara, we saw a whole bunch of them.
Yossi has really grown up in the yeshiva. He started in the elementary school. He was in 1st grade when we moved here, gone through the Masifta. Now he's in his 3rd year of Beis Medrash, and we're extremely proud of how he's developed into a complete Ben Torah.
There's no way that I can express the Hakaras HaTov that I have for my parents and for all my siblings, for all the goodness that they do for us. I only hope that one day I can give them the nachas of raising kids like they raised us, with the love and the warmth, and I think that will be the greatest nachas.
My parents totally deserve to be Parents of the Year because they are awesome role models to me and all my siblings and my sister and my brothers, and they teach us all that we need to know.
The same caring that we saw when we came to the yeshiva, which was much smaller at the time, they've been able to translate that into, even now that the school is much larger in number, but between the different principals and the caring of each and every Rebbe and teacher, they're really able to relate and get to know each child individually. And it still has that small, warm feeling of yeshiva despite the great size.
It's a very small moisid. There's a 1,500 moistis here. Every child, every person that walks over that threshold is a moisid. So there's 1,500 moistis.
Every few grades there's a different principal. So there are menalim and principals over every 2 or 3 grades.
I have a unique perspective at the yeshiva because in addition to having boys in each one of the divisions, my wife is actually a teacher at Darchei. And I get to see a little bit behind the scenes how much caring and time and individuality goes into dealing with each and every child. The fact that it is a elementary school that is able to feed off of the high school Bakrim and the Beis Medrash boys, that's really unique because they have role models within the yeshiva to look up to. Often the boys are learning with the older boys. So it really has, still has this smaller, warmer feel to the yeshiva, and that has never changed.
There was a bacher that once told me that he knows that it's time for first Seder because he sees the kolos here already. So having curling light that have tiered this, have things to take care of, and still make the effort to be there on time, to learn basmada, that definitely adds a lot to yeshiva.
Where the actual peers up, older bachim with younger bachim, and the younger bachim enjoy it so much. We encourage it very much. Just sitting, for a half hour or 40 minutes with an older bachim, it's just geschmack.
On behalf of my wife and I, we really are touched by everyone who's come out here tonight to show their support, not just for us, but really for this really wonderful yeshiva.
The Tepfers, they are a couple that every yeshiva would want to have. What a special couple. They know exactly what is important in life, what to prioritize, and their children show it. One better than the other can hardly on her. We've got such nachas from these beautiful, beautiful children, and the kids learn wonderfully, and they're mentioned, they're normal, they're healthy. They live in a very healthy home. We've had nothing but nachas from this beautiful mishpacha b'li ein hara in all these years.